Hi guys, so welcome to the fourth session of Univariate plots. The first session we looked at a visualization of continuous variables, and the first one is we looked at a histogram, then a box plot, then a density plot. Now we'll be looking at a bar plot. Now what are we doing here? We're going to visualize data. We're going to visualize features from a data set of interest, which is called the tips data set. So that's one. Second, we're going to look at a bar plot and ask what's up with the bar plot. Now with a bar plot, we're looking at categorical variables. Now we have looked at continuous variables, right? Now we're looking at categorical variables, and what we can do is show the frequency or proportion of each category. Right, so that's what the bar plot excels at doing. Right, now if we look at our data set, we can see we have total bills, numerical data, and we have gender. Oh, it's categorical data. We also have smoker, which is a habit, which is also categorical data, and we have day, and we also have time. So let's look at the day here, and let's try and understand what's the distribution, what's the frequency distribution of the categorical variable day. In essence, we can understand which day, which frequency on how customers eat in the restaurant. Is it at night? Right? No, not basically at night. We're saying, is it on a Sunday, right? Or is it on a Monday? Because if we take the tips data set and we look at day, and then we look at how unique, we want to see how unique it is, you can see that we have Sunday, Saturday, Thursdays, and Fridays. So you can see that that's what we have. Now, so what's up? What happens? Which of the days do we have more people eating, or do we have a higher frequency of customers coming through? How do we know that? We're going to use a bar plot to do that. Now, for us to visualize this, we're going to have a simple bar plot, but this time around, we're going to use something different. We're going to have SNS. So this is going to be the bar plot. Here we have SNS dot count. That's what we're going to use because it's typically going to be like a count session. And so inside we're going to have X here, and I'm going to reference day. That's what I'm looking at. Excuse me. I'm going to reference day. Then the data itself, I'm going to have tips, which is our data, right? So that's what I'm going to have. Now, because it's a categorical variable, we're definitely going to have an X and Y axis. But before then, we're going to look at plt.title, right? So we're going to look at our title, and we're going to have the bar plot of day. Now, it could be anything. It could be anything very intuitive, right? But we're just putting this as simple as it is. By the time you start to, take a real data set and look at it, you start to have an intuition of what your title would be. So here we have plt.xlabel. And so the x-axis is going to be our day. We have plt.ylabel. And our y label is going to be the frequency of the days. And then finally, we are going to render what we have on our canvas. Now, when we look at this, you can now see that we have 4 days: Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And it now makes some sense that people will come and eat on a Saturday, right? Well, it all depends. But for our data set, you can see that we have the frequency for which customers ate was on a Saturday. It has highest over 80, basically closing to 100, right? And followed by the Sunday. And we can look at this and say, oh, there are a lot of, this restaurant has people coming on the weekends. And then we have the Friday not being, what's going on Friday? Do people party? Do people think, oh, maybe we should just be at home or stuff? So that you see, with these visuals, you get to make sense of what it looks like. And that's what categorical variables look like when you visualize your data using a bar plot. So yes, so this is it, right? Categorical variables, bar plots, when you're looking at univariate data, which is single variable visualization